Everybody, thank you all so much. You did a great job.
A couple timely reminders. We got the Omega event tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Pick up candy.
We'll be there at 9.
Were you watching?
Yes.
You didn't say anything.
You always get annoyed with if I give an
When you
opinion.
don't say anything, then I assume you hate it.
Brilliant. I think take 7 was the one.
Why 7?
I'm not getting into
You
this.
didn't what?
You always get this way whenever we wrap a movie, emotional, and then you blame me.
How do I play people when I don't see people, don't touch people?
Don't touch people.
I had a notion of an actor and an actor going through a crisis, and also a famous actor going out in the world, being amongst the people again, or in some ways trying to sort of go backwards while they go forwards. And this notion of, for famous actors too, of losing your old life in some way. You know, you're gaining this other thing, but you're losing your ability to be ordinary again, or just be anonymous. And how this sort of notion of losing your name also, which if it's your birth name that you're, you know, is now this, exists as this other thing.
Who am I?
Look at you. You're the American dream. You're the last of the old movie stars.
I'm down here.
You're up there, you're down here, you're in here. It's amazing. We've accomplished so much together.
Everything you say makes it worse.
It was a way to write about an identity. A lot of my movies are about, in some ways, how do I define myself in the world, and am I that person? And we all have a gap between who we kind of think we are and who we might actually be if we were our truest, most honest self, you know, and how we can make adjustments to that throughout our life. And sometimes life forces you to make an adjustment. An actor was a way to do that in a both actual and metaphorical way at the same time.
I wrap this last one. I start the Lewis Brothers movie right here on the lots. I'll be around for the summer.
I'm going to Europe with Rio and Moses and some friends. I told you that.
I thought that was in July.
No, it was always June. I'm leaving on Saturday for Paris, and we're making our way over to Tuscany.
Saturday? I mean, that's Saturday. It's too soon. Wait, I got 2 weeks off. We won't have had time to hang out. This is your last summer.
That's why I want to see my friends.
It'll be so lonely here without you.
No, it won't. You're never alone.
Really? I think I'm always alone. Thanks a lot.
I mean, these things happen in the beginning of the movie, a sort of combination of his daughter going away, his mentor dying, the run-in with his old friend, Billy Crudup's character, that trigger this sort of escape plan.
What's the packing?
You think I do too many movies?
I think you do just the right amount of
You
movies.
think I do too many movies?
You do work a lot.
See? Barbara tells me the truth.
What happened last night?
You can't have too much underwear. Yep.
How'd you get the black eye?
I'll tell you on the plane.
What plane?
The plane that I booked. We're leaving at 1.
Where are we going?
Meg, where are we going?
France.
France.
France?
I spoke to Daisy's friend Rio's mom, Claire. Rio uses her mom's credit card so Claire can see the charges online.
Of course she can.
He doesn't have to do that. There's also something about the character which I found very appealing, is that he's really the author of his own breakdown. Yes, he's trying to outrun it, but he's also is running to something. I mean, and you even see it beforehand, the fact that he chooses to go out with Billy's character. I think he's at a point in his life where he wants something to change. He just doesn't know how to architect it. And I find that very appealing about him, even in all his, as you say, Jake Kellying his way out of things, his sort of charm offensive, that there's also a person in there who knows he needs a change. And that was exciting to me about the character.
If you need a couple of days to clear your head, I'll tell the studio.
Tell them that I'm joining Daisy and her friends at a jazz festival in Paris, and then we are catching a train to Italy.
And you're tracking her through her friend's mother's credit card.
It's my last chance to spend time with her before she's gone forever.
This notion that Ron is, by being his friend, but also his support system, his manager, his kind of everything person, is a kind of shadow of him. And there's many things we shot, reflections, Jay seeing Ron at the window on the train, and you know, Ron's in focus, then we rack to Jay's reflection. I mean, we played with that throughout. By design, they're versions of each other. And Ron, in particular, is actually a version of the same thing Jay's going through. Jay's going through this sort of dark night of the soul, and Ron is dealing with a much more ordinary challenge, which is, how do I be a great dad and husband and at the same time that I do my job really well?
Why should we be chasing around an infant where we have actual living kids at home who are aging by the minute?
Because we are supporting a great artist who shares with other human beings what it is to be a human being.
We're human too, Ron. More so, maybe.
It's not about us. Our love isn't conditional. We're like parents or imaginary friends. We vanish under cloak of night.
He's not our family or our friend.
He was just at Vivian's Sweet 16.
Were you at Daisy's graduation?
I think it was small.
You weren't invited because it only goes one way. No one wants to say it, but it does. We're not to him what he is to us.
I disagree.
What Adam does so beautifully is that struggle is, you feel it at all times. And I think, again, it's a comic idea, and it's also a very serious idea at the same time. I really wrote this thinking of the Adam I know, who is such a warm, generous, loving person. And I felt like it was a way for Adam, in a funny way, to play someone who is actually more himself, even though it's masked in the manager role. You really feel his respect and love for this guy. I mean, I saw Adam with George on set. Adam really loved being around him and listening to him and playing basketball with him, and they really were hanging out all the time, and you could kind of feel the energy of what they were playing on screen they were cultivating off camera.
Maybe Adam just step out for a second.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Now, you can tell the truth. He was never even in the shot, let's face it. He just thinks he is.
You're right. I'm sorry. The tone was uncalled for.
You can step out, Adam.